Nice morning, mid 40s. I think it was 44 when I came out. I got a tell on my mother. It was foggy last night. She calls me and she says, "What was that big bang?" Well, Becky's laying in bed on her phone right next to a window that's open. She didn't hear anything. Come on, I live in a freaking camp trailer. I didn't hear anything. Mom never hears anything in the house. Tells me she heard a big bang and says, "I think everybody's out of power. I don't know what it was." Well, we still had power. Now, granted, where I was sitting, I couldn't see the yard light. So I asked her, I said, "Well, we still got power. Is there still power to the barn? Because there's two different legs that come in here." But she tells me that there's no lights in the hills. Can't see any. And not that little light. It's a yard light. There we go. That light there. I know where that one is. It's on the end of a shed up there. The neighbors. I look out the bedroom window because that's the easiest one to look out quick. And you can actually see something. I couldn't see it. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's foggy, which I knew because I could see that in the cameras, for God's sake. I couldn't see across the yard half the time through the cameras. I open the door and I step out and I look out and I could just make that light out. So if they got power, that means the rest of the hills should have power. And our neighbors off our south line over there, they got a tree outside that's got red lights on it. You can kind of see. And Mom says, "I can't see it, so they must not have any power." Once again, keep in mind, half the time I couldn't see across the yard in the cameras. The real funny thing is it was foggy down low and you couldn't see any lights on the hills, but I could see the stars when I looked up. It cleared off like 20 minutes after that, just as clear as it is this morning. So, anyway, but there's our pre-sunrise. That part of the mess cleaned up. Most of the tools are put away. I mounted that gauge bracket with some self-drilling screws. I needed the extension to reach. So I put the frickin' deal in there. And the bad thing about using these things, if you got a bit in there that's got the recess in it, like that, right there, well, that ring gets buggered up sometimes. That's probably 20 years old. It's been through the mill. I've beat the shit out of that thing God knows how many times. I actually had to put it in a vise, put a vice grip on the shank on the bit, and give her a few love taps. Finally got it apart. Pretty well scooched this. This one's magnetic, plus it had the clip, so hopefully it'll still work. We'll see. Pissed me off. And yeah, picked up another one at Napa yesterday. It actually fits. The grooves are wide enough for the fins, but yeah, it doesn't work like I expected. And if you recall, we used these to cap lines. Had a hose on here and then a pipe or a bolt in the end of it, just so we could seal it up. These are actually replaceable ends for hydraulic hose. Show you here. This outer piece is left hand. There we go. Left hand thread inside. You screw that onto the hose, and then you hope to God you can get the inner piece to start in the hose. These are old. They've been used a time or two. Focus. Those threads are pretty well scooched. So, luckily, they're 5/8 fine thread. So I'm cleaning all the nuts out. And these two are fine. But this one, I need to find a die. I should have one that fits it. If I don't have one in here, I got one in the service truck. And that one, I've already cleaned the threads up in the nut, but it's all the farther it wants to go on easy, so I'm going to run a die down on both of those. And I didn't get the right size wrench because I didn't go over to the wall. This is a little broke off 1 1/8, but 1 1/8 is close enough. Just spin her down. It's going easy. I mean, they're not bad. Make sure yeah, there, you can see, kind of see. It's through the threaded part. So, take her back off, blow the crap out of it, and yeah, I gotta blow that tap off too. But that's done. Hey, now find a die and see if I can clean those other threads up. I found one, that was in the service truck. That freaking 25-year-old blow-molded plastic box is kind of falling apart though. One of the latches broke off apparently, and I had kind of a mess in it. But focus. This is the one that was all rounded off. Took a few shavings off. See if you can see it. Right there's one. That's like, oh, almost 3 inches long probably. Maybe a little longer. Took about 3 of those off, which I expected. So those are done. Put a few drops of fluid film on here, screw it together, and put them back in the drawer for next time. And get that put away. Hours of rain, but it ain't raining right now, and the orb is making things bright, so I got 4 or 5 bales to feed while it's not dumping. Get her done, right? Well, I know you all heard me grape about our mailman before. We have a new carrier. I wondered, because I haven't seen the other one around. Pretty nice guy. We just had about, I don't know, 15-20 minute chat. Hey look, there's stickers. I was wondering what he was bringing. You never know what's going to show up. Between Becky and the kids ordering stuff, and God knows what Mom orders, but yeah. Looky there. Not sure what's in it yet. Apparently it weighs 7 pounds. I'm guessing it's a gallon of product. I mentioned that, they didn't seem to like to send stuff to us channels on the West Coast, and in somebody's comments, and Super Clean happened to see that and commented back, and they said, hey, here, email our marketing department. Let them know that we sent you. So we did. Fairly quick delivery, really. It was probably the middle of last week, I guess, when Becky got the email off to him. And here it is. I'm going to open it up so we can all see what it is, but I'm going to do it off camera because I want both hands. You know what I mean? Get the packing slip out because it wrapped around the corner here. I didn't want to cut it in case it said something neat on the inside. But I got it half tore off, and looky there, they even put my name on this one. UPS box, USPS brought it, that's all right. The boxes get switched around all the time. Oh, maybe it's a really good one here. Oh, hey, I can pump some air. I know there's more than that in here. Because here's one that's kind of heavier. What do we have? Super Clean, Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser. Dissolves grease super easy, super fast. And I heard there was a shirt because when they emailed back, they wanted to know what color shirt we wanted. And, come on. One-handed, but hey, you got the gist here. Super Clean, Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser. I don't want to get that dirty, so stick it back in there. And we have a spray can of the same by what it says on it. And an extra bottle of the same, maybe? appears to be. We've been holding off on hitting this thing with the pressure washer, because I think I said something the other day, where the diesel gets down on there, that is about the toughest thing we got. I mean, there's other things. You get the dried on, caked on 50-year-old stuff, but we'll have to get a video getting this done. What's on that cap? That cap's actually a chrome cap, not that you can tell. So, oh yeah, there is one more thing besides their literature. If I can reach it, looky there, a Super Clean hat. And one more thing. Yeah, I know I'm spinning you in the wrong direction, but I'm reaching the wrong way. I don't know if that's a sticker or not. I think it might be. I'll have to figure that out. If it is, yeah, it'll probably go on the door. So, thank you very much, Super Clean. Hopefully we'll get a chance here pretty soon to see how your products work. Now, I have used some before, but it's been a long time ago. And hey, I'm pretty sure I won't be disappointed, at least not too unhappy anyway, because one way or another it's going to work, right? Do it to Amy to catch the freaking gate and pull it shut on her while I'm trying to push it open. They didn't want to cooperate tonight. And I didn't get a whole lot done today. Trying to get our new phones switched over and activated. I think Becky might have hers done by now. We're almost done, at least the information's from one phone to the other. But mine, oh no, first thing the new one had to do once it finally charged, since it came with a dead battery, it had to do a software update before it could do anything. It's like, well, that's real nice. Last time I looked, you know, you got what, a 2.5 inch wide screen and this light blue line across almost the whole screen with about 1/8 of an inch of dark blue, meaning that's all that had uploaded, downloaded, whatever. And that only took like 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go see if it's done now. It's been a few hours since I've been up there. And get your video up for you tonight. Oh, by the way, you saw our morning. I don't know if I showed that it was raining. It literally started raining shortly after that and rained until afternoon. Got one good shower since then. On a day that's 0% chance of rain. 100% chance tomorrow though. See what they give us.